Good morning and welcome to Red River Card Adventures. Hello, Taché. Hello, jump aboard. So, who do we have on the show today? Our regulars. I'm Teresa, my son Mason,
Hello.
and Ella.
Hello.
Let's start off with our welcome song.
Taché, Taché, Kia, Taché, Taché, Kia, Taché, Taché, Kia, Nush. Allo, comment ça va? Allo, comment ça va? Allo, comment ça va? Comment ça va aujourd'hui? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today?
How are you guys today? Are you having a good summer? I know I am. How about you guys?
Yep.
Amazing.
A good summer is always awesome, especially during this time. So today we are going to read a book called My Green Day, and it is by Melanie Walsh. So today on the show we're going to talk about, do you know what Green Day actually means, you guys? What green is? You want to tell us, Ola?
Well, green's a color, obviously, but also
Yes.
means being environmentally friendly.
Excellent, I agree. So let's go through this book, and it's a great way. It says 10 green things I can do today. Let's begin. Good morning. When I wake up, I eat a free-range egg for breakfast. There's the egg. I put my eggshells in the compost bin. Where it will turn into soil for growing vegetables. I help empty the washing machine. There's the washing machine. And hang our clothes out to dry. We do that every day too.
Mm-hmm.
At school, I make presents for my grandma. At lunch, I eat up all my pasta. After school, Mommy and I go to the store. You see, here's the checkout line. There's the cash register. And use our own bags to pack the groceries. In the park, beautiful park, I play hide and seek in the trees. Then Daddy and I bake. My Yummy Cookbook. They make delicious muffins for snack time. In the evening, I put on a sweater when I get chilly. I have a shower before I go to bed. And that's the end of my Green Day. Now, throughout the book, I was reading the big words. But in this book, they have little tidbits of information so that you guys can understand about how you can recycle. So this one says, when she was washing her clothes, she would hang them to dry. And this says, A tumble dryer is more energy intensive than any other household appliance. Drying clothes on a line uses only free and natural energy, which means that the wind and the air and the sun dry your clothes, and you don't have to spend money or energy on it like a washer machine or a dryer. So I'm just going to go through the book and go through all these little tidbits because they're little small print. So this one said, I make presents for my grandma. Making art and toys out of old material is fun and a great way to recycle. And we're going to do that today with Ella and Mason. At lunch, she had pasta, right? And when she ate her pasta, and she ate it all up, did you guys know that we throw away 1/3 of all the food we buy? If we bought only the food we actually needed to eat, we wouldn't have to grow or transport so much food, which would save lots of energy again. See how after school that she went shopping with her mom? This one says cloth bags can be used again and again. You'll never need to use another plastic bag. And Ella's going to talk a little bit about recycling with plastic. And I know I'm going a little fast here, but in the park, she was hiding and playing go seek within the trees, right? And playing outside with friends keeps you fit and makes you feel good. And it also saves on energy and electricity because you're not at home playing video games or watching TV. Instead, you're getting the sunlight and you're getting the activity that you need to grow. Then Daddy and I baked, right? She baked and she had her yummy cookbook and they made delicious muffins for snack time. Homemade food doesn't need to contain extra ingredients such as food coloring, preservatives, so it's better for you than packaged foods. Store-bought food is often heavily packaged, which is source of unnecessary waste. So when you make muffins at home, you're using your bowls and stuff and you're just using the ingredients that you need. But what a lot of people don't understand is when you buy that package of muffins at the store, they do put in a lot of preservatives. And what that means is it makes it last a little bit longer because it sits on the shelf at the store. So you can save that by making homemade food. And in the evening, she put on a sweater. Do you know why she put on a sweater? It's because you can save money and energy by keeping your household heating set low. So at our house, we keep it at 19 in the winter. And a lot of people are like, wow, that's cold. But we have a fireplace. We have a lot of sweaters, hey Mason? Mm-hmm. And we use blankets. And I often tell the boys, if you're cold, put some socks on because that will keep your toes warm, right? So those little tidbits throughout the book are so important. And then she took a shower before she went to bed. You can reduce the amount of water you use by showering for only 3 to 4 minutes. Did you hear that, Mason? Instead of taking 20-minute hot showers, because it's nice when you take a hot shower or hot bath, if you only take a 3 to 4 minute, get in, wash yourself, and get out, you can save a lot of money and energy by taking a short shower.
It's hard.
I know it's hard. And that's what's so great about this book is that it gives you wonderful ideas about saving energy, about recycling. So I'm going to let Ella and Mason talk about the craft that they're going to do, which is recycled fabric art. So in the book, I'm just going to go to that page again so you can see what they're going to make.
So today we're going to make recycled fabric art.
Hold on one second, Ella. I'm just going to show them, okay. And you'll see hers. There it is.
We both made the classic flower that you see in the book.
Can you see
We
that?
use different fabric scraps to create this. You can use all sorts of fabrics. You can use fabrics from old sheets, old towels, old t-shirts, fabric scraps that if you have a parent or grandparent who sews.
Even old socks.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Ella, but when we do laundry at home, we have pretty fancy socks. And for some reason, I only get one when it comes
Yeah.
out of the dryer. So maybe that one that you have at home, we can maybe use that as
You can
some
play
material.
with colors and textures to create a piece that's uniquely your own. Here's another one that we made. This one's a more creative scene. It has a boat and a cloud and a sun with a smiley face. You can make all sorts of different pictures with your fabric.
That's beautiful. And what you could do too is you could maybe print out maybe the scene that you want, or you can draw it out, right?
Yeah.
To make that boat, did you draw the boat first, Ella?
What I did is I drew out the boat and then I cut a piece of fabric that was the same shape and then glued it and then glued on the mast and glued on the sail. And then I added the water, the cloud, and the sun.
It's so cute. I love it.
So today me and Mason are going to do that. Here you go. Here are all of our fabric scraps. I do a lot of sewing here.
Yes, you do.
And these are all my scraps from my fabric. What one do you want, Mason? Do you want to start with this red velvet?
I'll have some green if there is green.
We have this green right here, or this polka dot.
I'll take the polka dot.
Okay.
Because I'm going to make a lovely setting with grass on the ground, trees everywhere.
I somehow feel like you are, instead of painting a picture, I feel like you're using material and thinking about Bob Ross again. Is that correct, Mason? Are you in a happy place?
I'm in a happy place.
What do you think I should make today?
Well, I love the pictures that you've done.
Yes.
You are so creative, so I think whatever you do will be beautiful. Surprise us. So what are you doing right now, Mason?
I'm trying to measure the bottom.
This is Mason doing crafts again. He doesn't like to measure, so he's just taking the fabric, and you want to be careful with scissors. Those are big scissors that he's using. And he's just kind of looking at the piece of paper, which is right here, and Mason was measuring it.
Oh, here's a glue stick, Mason.
Okay.
I'm going to make an animal today. I think I'm going to make a pig.
So you guys are just using just glue.
Just glue. The glue sticks the fabric down really well. But if you're finding that regular glue sticks aren't working, you can try either craft glue that's in the liquid form, or you can get an adult or older person to help you use hot glue.
Yes, and I think there's fabric glue that you can also use if you're really
Fabric
doing.
glue is also mostly, though, for gluing fabrics
Yes,
together.
yeah.
So that I don't know how well that one will
I
work.
see. To work on a piece of paper, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
See, we have all sorts of pretty scraps of fabric.
I'm going to go like this
Good.
and cut it in half. This fabric is flippity flopping.
And what's really good about the glue stick that they're using, I don't know if you guys can see it. So when you put your glue down, you guys, I want you guys to show them the glue that you have, because it really helps you guys see where you need to put it. See, Ella, can you show us your glue? Do you want to put some more on it? So her glue comes out purple, right? She made a big circle with her glue. And what the great thing is that it glues clear, so you won't be able to see it. So let's say you didn't want to put glue in a spot and you didn't have anything there, it will come up clear. So your picture will still look clear and you won't have that big purple spot. And what a fun, I have to say, you guys, this is a fun craft to do on a rainy day. You know, now that we're in August, I find that the weather has a lot more thunderstorms, and I don't know about you guys, but we have had our electricity go out, and by candlelight or whatnot, this would be a fun activity to do with your whole family and friends, right?
I'm going to glue it right on like this.
On the fabric?
On the fabric.
Yep. Great.
It's actually working extremely well. Like, you see it sticking to my fingers.
That's good. That's good glue stick.
Really good.
And you can get some good glue stick at Dollar Tree or Dollarama or any craft store.
Or Walmart or
Walmart.
Superstore.
Yeah. Excellent way.
Precision.
Okay, do you want to show them?
Let me just glue this on.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys what I have done right now. Because it looks fabulous already. It looks like it's snowing.
Ooh, on your grass. It's kind of like a fall day that snows and is turning into winter. Let's see. Really good, Mason.
And then I will need some brown.
Okay, here you go. Here's some brown.
Ooh.
You know what else you could do too is, let's say you have a favorite shirt and you've got holes in it or you have stains on it. You know what? You can take your favorite shirt and put it into your favorite picture, like this one. And you can measure it to put in a picture frame. And then you can hang it in your bedroom because that's your favorite shirt. Mason, do you have favorite shirts?
Of course.
What's your favorite shirt?
My favorite shirt is this red and black shirt, and it's like striped, and it's Lacoste, which is an amazing brand. Would recommend, but it is kind of expensive though.
Okay. So you have that shirt and you love your shirt. So would you, if you got it stained or if you have holes, would you create something with it and hold on to it?
Yeah, I wore it last episode.
I see.
I used this as the trees.
Oh, and it looks like it has berries. Like, you mean the leaves of the tree?
Yeah.
Perfect. Go ahead and cut it out. Or do you want me to cut it out and you glue your trees? Or you glue your trunks? Okay, I can help you do that.
There you go. There's the scissors right here.
Perfect. That's what's fun is getting everybody involved in crafting.
Like my mom. She is a good crafter.
Oh, thanks, Mason.
Here is my pig.
Pig?
Oh my goodness, is that ever cute? See, Ella is extremely creative, which I think you guys can see, and I love working with Ella because her creativity just shines in everything that she does.
She's been on a lot of episodes now.
Yes, she sure has.
New norm.
How does that?
Yeah, so this shows you that you can make anything
smaller?
from
Can you get it
animals to scenes. There's so many different things that you can do with fabric crafts, and they all will look unique. And no two will look the same because everyone will have different fabrics and different ideas about what they want to do with the fabrics.
Excellent. That is a lot of fun. So Mason, while you are crafting a little bit more, I think Ella and I can talk about the activity that you guys are doing. So Mason, you keep doing your craft, and Ella, what are you going to do for your activity for the kids today?
So we're doing compost in a bottle today.
Can you tell us what compost means?
Compost means breakdown of things, often in a non-industrial compost. So the compost that you have at your house, you'll mostly just focus on breaking down food scraps. But in an industrial compost, like some cities have 3 bins. You know how you have your garbage and recycling bin?
Yeah.
Some cities also have a compost bin. And in that bin, you can put your food scraps and other things. Like some plastic is compostable. And that plastic cannot be broken down in your at-home compost, but it will be broken down in a big industrial compost.
So when you talk about composting and stuff, do you have some sort of, can kids create their own compost?
Yes. So for this, you need some dirt and some fertilizer. Or if you don't have fertilizer, you can also use chicken manure or urine. And for this, we've already mixed our fertilizer in with our soil, just a little bit. And then you need some food scraps. If you can see, we've already put in some scraps of Mason's nectarine from this morning. And then you also need some leaves or vegetable scraps. So I have some nectarine here.
Awesome. And so is this container going to turn into the compost?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the plastic bottles and why.
So this plastic bottle will keep the compost because it won't break down itself. And so what you do is you cut the plastic bottle almost off, but if you can see, you leave a little bit on so it can be a flip cap. And then you put in about an inch of dirt at the bottom. So you put that inch of dirt in, and then you put in the fruit scraps, a thin layer of fruit scraps in, which I did. And then you add another thin layer of dirt, which I also already added. And now it's time to make another layer. So now I'm going to add the leaves that I have here into the bottle. And I'm also going to put in a bit more nectarine. So if you're cutting up fruit scraps, though, get an adult to help you. Don't try and do it yourself.
And it's probably better to do smaller scraps.
Yes.
Scraps term.
You could use potato peels, carrot peels. If you peel your cucumbers or apples, you could do that. Anything that's a small, or like an apple core even.
I was going to say, what about the seeds? Like, what about the nectarine?
I don't think the seed will break down, but later, once you have your fertilized soil, you can plant the seed in the pit of the nectarine. Maybe it will grow. So I'm going to put these nectarine scraps in with the leaves, and then I'm going to take our fertilized dirt.
Yep.
If your fertilizer isn't already mixed in, I would suggest that you add another layer of fertilizer before you put the dirt in. So now I'm going to add in more dirt.
And can you explain what the fertilizer does?
The fertilizer helps it helps the thing break down faster.
Excellent.
That's why something like manure or urine also works.
Yeah. And please don't pee in your compost. It's talking about probably like animal or dog. Yeah. But you wouldn't want your dog doing that either. So
No.
You want to be careful.
Cat.
You're better to use fertilizer. How about that?
Fertilizer or manure also works well.
Which is pretty cool. And what else do you do with it? Does it need to be moistened or anything
Yes,
like that?
and then what you would do is you take a little bit of, you'd use a spray bottle filled with water and spray some water just to moisten it, not to wet it, but to dampen it.
And so how long will it take to break down, do you think?
Well, it depends, but it should take about a couple days to about a week to break down fully.
And then what can you do with the soil when you're done?
When you have the soil all composted, you can use it to either add to your existing garden to add more nutrients, because compost soil is very, very nutrient rich, or you can make a garden and try planting your own fruits and veggies.
Very good. What an excellent activity and craft. Mason, do you want to show us your picture that you made?
Of course. Ta-da!
And I think you guys can see what he made. He made beautiful trees, and look at with the fabric, it almost looks like it's blossoming or it has apples in it. So be creative. Those are a little bit of Christmas fabric, and who would have thought that he could make such a beautiful spring scene? Thank you guys. I think we're going to get into a little bit of research time, and before we do that, I'm just going to allow you guys to learn about more recycling. So you can check out the different websites that are on the episode. You can go to MB Recycling, or you can go to this wonderful kids site about how to, compost. I swallowed wrong. And it is called gardeningnowhow.com. Okay? And so we're just going to talk a little bit about more recycling during research time. And Ella, you know a lot about recycling. You quite enjoy recycling, right? I'm going to talk a little bit about composting and worms. But before I start that, let's talk about plastic.
Okay, so there's lots of different types of plastic. There's plastic types 1 through 7. Types 1 through 5 can be recycled in a regular household recycling bin like the ones that we have here. So you can recycle those. Just make sure you rinse them out to get any remnants of if you have a drink, you don't want to recycle the Coca-Cola because it will make everything else sticky. So rinse it out, and then it can go in any bin. But there's some plastics that you can't recycle in a normal household bin. Things like plastic bags have to be brought back to the store to recycle. Most grocery stores have a bin for you to recycle your used plastic bags in. you can't put them in your regular household recycling. You also can't recycle plastic number 6 or 7. Plastic number 6 refers to things such as styrofoam. Styrofoam does not break down in a recycling facility and can't be reused, so it has to be thrown away. And plastic number 7 refers to plastics that are categorized as other. Plastics that are categorized as other are often already post-consumer, so they've already been recycled once, and so sometimes they can be recycled, but they can't always be recycled. They're a little confusing. But if you go and recycle MB, they'll have more in-depth about which plastic 7s can be recycled. Often other types of plastic 7s are compostable and biodegradable plastics, which are two different things but are very similar. To find out what kind of plastic your bottle is, you can often turn it upside down, and it will usually have a little triangle on it, and it will tell you what type of plastic it is. Plastic bottles like these are either plastic number 1 or plastic number 5. So both of them can be recycled, but obviously not with the dirt in it.
That's right. And that's why you see so many recyclables for pop cans and for plastic drinking things all over. I love the fact that you showed us how and where you find those numbers of where to recycle. It's really cool. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
So along with research time, I want to talk a little bit about worms. Just like Ella was talking about composting, worms are good composters. They eat scraps of fruit, veggies, grain, grass clippings, and you know what they do? They turn it into healthy compost for healthy soil. So, you know, when all the earthworms come out when it's a rainy day, and the first thing that when I remember when I was a kid, I'd always want to step on them or get rid of them because they were gross worms. And then someone told me, don't get rid of those worms because they mean so much to our soil. So here's some fun facts about a worm. A worm is actually both female and male. Probably didn't know that. Worms breathe through their skin. So they don't breathe through their mouth or their noses. They don't have lungs. So they do it all through their skin. And along with that, worms need to stay moist to breathe. There are over 600 types of earthworms. And would you believe the largest earthworm ever found was 22 feet long?
Wow.
I can't imagine how big that was. It almost reminds me of like Godzilla or something, right? Because it would be super long. So 6,000 types of earthworms. It's pretty amazing, hey?
Yes.
I love it. So with that, we have learned a lot about recycling and doing your part in doing that. What a great book to give some examples for it. We are going to learn a new song. Are you guys ready for it? The new song is to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb. You ready, Ella?
Yes.
Mason, do you guys want to stand up? We're gonna practice a little bit. So, do you want to practice the first line, or do you think you guys could get it?
I think we've got it.
Excellent. You lead, my darling. Okay.
Pick up paper and put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Pick up paper and put it in. In the recycling bin. Pick up plastic and put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Pick up plastic and put it in. In the recycling bin. Pick up glass and put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Pick up glass and put it in. In the recycling bin.
Very good. What a fun song, hey? And what a good reminder to make sure that you put your paper, your plastic, and your glass into the recycling bin. Now, we have a very special song. I love this song. It's a bit of an oldie, but a good way. But I thought with Green Day and playing in the park and it being such a beautiful summer so far, we wanted to sing the song, You Are My Sunshine. And we'll have those words up to sing. So let's do it.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. But when I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Very good. You guys sing better than me. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful singing. And of course, we are going to talk about our Michif words of the day. And the first one is green, the color green. So let's go to Norm and see how he says green.
Oh man.
There.
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 There. And along with everything that we're doing, things need to grow, right? So we are going to say the word grow.
Achikiu.
Akiku.
Achikiu.
Akiku. And we can't forget about sunshine, because again, you need sunshine for things to grow, and what a beautiful song that you guys just sang. So sunshine is the last word.
Sunshine, my only sunshine. That's all I remember.
L'salena kushu.
La Saleh Nakshu.
L'salena kushu.
La Saleh Nakshu.
Very good, you guys. What a fun day. Thank you, Ella, for all your information about recycling. Mason, you made some beautiful crafts today. So we can't forget about our book winner. So today's book winner is Haley Misko, and she is 10 years old. What a beautiful book to win. And again, don't forget to watch Meet Up with Mason and Did You Know with Shirley. Meet Up with Masons are on Thursday mornings at 10 o'clock. And Did You Knows with Shirley is at 10 o'clock on Sundays. Have a great day. Go out and recycle. Some great tips here. Whether it's small or whether it's big, you're going to make a difference in this world. Thank you for joining us once again. Have a great day.
Bye.